Okay, this is the damage done and the repairs from January the 30th, 2002, when the ceiling fell here in the breakfast room. The copper flange of the toilet got little holes in it and leaked, and then this ceiling fell on the morning of January the 30th, a Wednesday, very early in the morning. I heard something woke me up in the basement, but by the time I came up here, it was 6 a.m. and several layers of sheetrock. There's a half-inch layer that we put up and a 3/8-inch layer that somebody else did on top of the plaster that all fell. We've moved the light a little bit, about 6 inches closer to the window here in the breakfast room, to make it more over the table, but we couldn't do too much because we had to keep with the old wiring here. They replaced one piece of wiring that's up under the lathe there. You can see it here, and you can see it tied into there. Goes behind this. You can see it there. Comes on over, and it crosses over, and they had to use a drill bit to get down here. And there was some kind of a firewall or something between that and the switch plate here that they were connecting to. So the wire they had to run in there, it took them, started out with 2 electricians, and after about a couple of hours a third one came, and then when I ran to get the toilet seat for the new handicapped toilet for Bill, I came back and there were 5 electricians out here on Friday afternoon, which was March the 8th, somewhere around in there. But what a mess. Curtis Bell has done all this wonderful work for us. We left this one wire here, and we hope it's okay. It goes to the dining room, and that would be very critical if we had to change that out, because we'd have to lose the ceiling in the dining room also. So we are hoping that that wire will be okay. Here's the old plate here from 1928, the old box. Okay, they haven't finished taking down all the wall they're going to. They're going to take down the rest of the ceiling over here in this corner. The half-inch sheetrock, 3/8-inch sheetrock. They might leave the plaster. If the plaster's intact and holding to the lathe, they will leave it. Okay. I'm going to get several perspectives on this in case there happens to be plumbing problems in the future. We'll be able to determine where to dig into the ceiling again, right? I'm waiting now for it's Monday morning, and I'm waiting for the Carlos to come with his men to put in the tile upstairs. So hopefully by the end of the day you won't be able to see upstairs like you can right now. That's the bathroom upstairs. Curtis did all this plumbing work for us. I'll go upstairs and show you what goes on up there, okay? Okay, this is what will be covered over today, and that's why I'm especially interested in making sure everything is working. At least videotaping it. You can see the copper pipes here that we put in 1931. I mean, 31 years ago. 1971. This pipe was so full of gunk, nothing could go through it. It was amazing. And it had deep rust spots that when you knocked them off, they'd leak. And the same was true for the pipe that went in this direction. We're going to move this toilet away for the time being and get a handicap toilet. It's a little bit taller one. This one seems to be too short for Billy Boy. Curtis has that wrapped in cardboard now, so they can put tile right up to it. There's the tile we got at Stover's, Asheville Highway. $1.49 a tile. It should be pretty with this picture here. And I guess probably be safe if I take that picture off the wall right now, wouldn't it? Before they come. Ah, mercy. Okay. One thing I hope to get, haven't quite finished doing the wallpaper, taking it down, but I'm almost finished. And I need to get that box repaired. Some spackling over that and get this repaired before Curtis puts the thing in. Okay. This, of course, has led to a lot of bedlam throughout the house. There's the vanity sitting here in this room. As you can tell, there's 3 Christmas wreaths over there. I haven't quite finished putting away the 3 Christmas wreaths. Oh, mercy. Life goes on. Massive chaos. They're the quilts Mama made for the kids there. And I have to watch your step when you come from Deborah's room into the bathroom, because you might end up down in the breakfast room if you don't watch out. There's a little bit of concern about the rubber joints there, how they're going to react to the concrete. So, we'll just have to have good faith that it's okay. Okay, we've got that piece down of the molding and this piece and those pieces. Those are right under the toilet. I like to keep a record of what's going on. It makes it fun. It's like this old house, right?
Mommy and Grandpa, I just wanted to tell you this good joke. What 2 letters of the alphabet contain nothing? M-P. Why don't seagulls fly over the bay? If they did, they'd be bagels. Bye.
At the order.
Hey, Mommy and Grandpa, I just wanted to tell you this good joke. What 2 letters of the alphabet contain nothing? M-P. Why don't seagulls fly over the bay? If they did, they'd be bagels. Bye.
Okay, that was Bryson calling us with some riddles. Good old Bryson. They're the Sac Creek bags where they put up concrete upstairs.
Hi, Vicky, it's Lynn. Just calling to see if you're still on track for going to
Okay, he's gone for today. This time tomorrow, I bet it's going to look a whole lot better. You have to wait for this old mud job to dry. And they're taking up most of the... I think they'll take it all up tomorrow because it's almost up anyway. It's probably good they're taking that up. The other folks weren't going to take up the vinyl. They were just going to smooth at the edges and then put plywood over there. So these guys are doing a good. Okay, they're putting up the fern strips now.
Here.
Okay. I should have gotten up here early and gotten how bad it looked underneath there. It really needed doing, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It was a bad problem. Okay.
Un poquito, todavía un poquito más. Tomando esta película. Altísimo. Un poquito menos de la mitad creo que es lo que necesito.
Okay.
Echaste esta. Perfecto. Pásale para adelante.
terror campaign against innocent Israelis.
Palestinian President Yasser Arafat, who met with Zinni hours after the attack, condemned the violence. But questions remain about his ability or willingness to rein in militant groups such as Hamas and Islamic Jihad, which claimed responsibility for this morning's bombing.
They should stop their occupation, or we are going ahead in our struggle.
Despite another day of real carnage, the Israelis, Palestinians, and General Zinni are still, as far as we know, planning to hold a key security meeting tonight, after which, according to the Palestinians, a ceasefire deal could be announced. John?
Okay, thanks, Dan. Dan Harris in Jerusalem. An American soldier was wounded in a battle with Al-Qaeda forces overnight in eastern Afghanistan. Attackers armed with machine guns, grenades, and mortars shot at U.S. and Afghan troops in the city of Khost. 3 allied Afghan fighters were killed. An Ohio teenager who would have turned 14 today has died after being struck in the head.
You can get a good idea there, the difference in the color of the blue. The blue that was on there is darker. And so when it got touched up, you could really tell a difference. I've already painted this side over here, but you could tell a big difference between the two when they're side by side.